Hello, and welcome to the Hoolahoop help video where I will be going over how to add a thumbnail photo gallery to a page on your website. So I have my page created, and I have my little header blurb in here, and I have some text on this page. And beneath that, I want to add in a thumbnail photo gallery. So the first thing you're going to do, and sort of where this new version of Hoolahoop is slightly different from the previous version, is we have to create the photo gallery first. And then to do that, we're going to go under My Website, and then we're going to choose the Manage Galleries option here. It'll say that there are no photo galleries currently added to this website, so I'm going to create a new gallery just by hitting the Add Gallery button. And then I'm going to give this gallery a name, so I'm just going to call it Demo Thumbnail Gallery. And then I can go and I can start adjusting the parameters and the settings for the photos. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a photo gallery that has a bunch of thumbnail images, and when people click on the thumbnail, it brings up a nice large version of the photo. So the thumbnail width and height are these settings here. So that determines how wide and how tall the thumbnails are. And then the max long edge value here, that determines how wide or how tall the image is based on whether it's a landscape or a portrait image. So I'm going to change this value to 1200 pixels just because we want a nice large landscape image, and then we want a nice portrait image as well. And don't worry about the images being too large. Hoolahoop will scale them down based on the browser size that somebody's viewing your website. You don't want to set it too high because you want the images to be sort of a bit optimized for the website. So usually 1200 is a pretty good option there. So I'm going to save that here. And then I'm going to just make the thumbnails a bit larger. Let's try 200 by 200. And then we're going to hit the little checkbox here, and we're going to apply these settings. And then what we are going to do is we're going to grab our photos, and we're going to upload these here. So you'll notice that there's a little progress bar down here. So what Hoolahoop is doing is it's taking the original images that I uploaded, and it's creating both a thumbnail for each one that's 200 pixels by 200 pixels, and then it's also creating a large version that people can see when they click on the thumbnail, and the max long edge for that one is going to be 1200 pixels wide. Alrighty, so our images are finished uploading. So we're just going to have a quick look through the images here. And then we sort of notice that this lighthouse image here, Hoolahoop didn't create the best thumbnail for this one here. What it does is it just grabs a 200 by 200 section in the middle of the image, and the lighthouse is sort of off to the left here. So we can really easily adjust that just by hitting the edit button here. And Hoolahoop's going to bring up the large version that it's created. And then we can simply just click and drag, and then we can create a new crop box here. And then we can sort of size that to what we want. So this is the section of the image that we want in our 200 by 200 thumbnail. We can preview the crop from here if we wanted, or we can submit the crop from here. So let's create this as the new thumbnail. And then there are a couple other things you can do here. So this is in the crop tab here. And the details tab, you can give an image a name. You can give it an alt text. That just helps with search engine optimization. You can also put in a description here. And then the description would show up underneath the large image when somebody clicks on the thumbnail. The link type is currently set to none. You can change it though so that the thumbnail, when somebody clicks on it, it takes them either to a public page on the website, a private page on the website, or an external page. And that's just with these link type options here. So I don't want to change any of that. So I'm just going to save and close. And there, now we have our new thumbnail. Yeah, so we have our images, and all our thumbnails are looking good. So we are going to save this photo gallery. And then the next step, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our photo gallery to our page that we were at earlier. So let's jump back to my website, and then we'll scroll all the way down to the demo page. So we want to add it underneath the text here. So let's select the Add Content button, and then we will select the Gallery Content option. So next, from the gallery dropdown, we would choose the gallery that we want to add into this page. So we want to add in the demo thumbnail gallery. And then the display type, we want to use the thumbnail gallery option here. Then we would go and we set just a couple settings for the, a couple of the sort of display settings. We choose how many images we want per row. So we want to try 4. And then we're going to leave max rows set to 0 because we just want as many rows as there are to display all of the images. The horizontal and vertical spacing options here are just the padding in between the images. So we're just going to do 3 of each. And you can, make that more or less depending on your depending on the look you want on your website. So I've applied these settings here. So I'm going to hit the save button here. And there we go. We have our thumbnail gallery. And then when people click on the thumbnails, they bring up the nice large version. And again, Hoolahoop is shrinking down the large version just because this window is a bit smaller. And it doesn't want to make them too large so you can't see all of the image. And then people can browse through and they can view the other images there, like so.